Negative comments. They are seriously the worst. Are you saying that somebody doesn't like me? People need to like me. They also need to like my church and my theology and my Jesus, etc, etc, etc. It can be really hard when someone leaves a negative comment on your church social media platform. But seriously, like, what do you even do? Also, I'm still like really upset over here that this happened, but take a chill pill. The trolls are trolling every day. You just happen to be their victim today. This has happened to people before, and it will probably, unfortunately, happen again. Which is why we're talking today about how to handle negative comments online. My name's Sammy, and I'm here at Digivangelism, and we like to share a weekly YouTube video, blog post, and podcast episode every Tuesday at 9 a.m. Eastern Time, sharing with you the latest digital ministry tips and trends so that you can reach people with the love of Jesus online. If that sounds like something of interest to you, please subscribe below so you don't miss a single video of digital ministry goodness. Let's get started. How to handle negative comments online. First of all, there is no one-size-fits-all perfect solution answer here for you. If you are looking for that, please stop watching our video now and go somewhere else online because we don't have that. There is no one-size-fits-all answer. Instead, we're going to offer you some options based on our experience, based on research, based on the experiences of others out there who have posted about it online, seeking the same advice we're giving today. First things first, no matter how you're going to handle the comment itself, we recommend that you document it. You just screenshot it, save it somewhere away from you, like not anywhere near your normal files, because you don't want this thing to annoy you 24/7, but it could be helpful just to have record that it happened in case either party decides to delete it and then later in the future you wish you could reference it or you needed to show someone that it happened. Just take a quick screenshot, that's it. Next up, big question here. You need to decide if you are going to get rid of this comment or leave it there and respond publicly. Either way, we do recommend you respond. Maybe that's privately, maybe that's publicly, maybe that's both. We'll get into that in a bit. Now, not necessarily if it's spam. If someone is just spamming you, that's not what we're talking about here about negative comments. This is really someone kind of attacking or just expressing displeasure with a post you made, something your church has done, something you have done. Honestly, it could even be something you haven't done and something your church didn't do, but just something they're mad about and they want to complain about and they picked your church to do it. Sorry. So again, you're deciding whether or not you're going to get rid of this comment or leave it there publicly. That's a conscious decision you make, but either way, we recommend that you respond to them, whether it looks privately or publicly. Let's get into that deeper. If you choose to get rid of this post, you might have some options. Now, you can either delete the comment itself or hide it on some social media platforms. Now, hiding it, if you have that option, is not deleting it for everybody. It actually deletes it for almost everybody except the person that made the comment. So this could have benefit. If they notice that you left their comment there, they might be less likely to just go and spam all your other posts because they know, oh, I still said my 2 cents, I got my anger out a little bit. Even though they have no idea, nobody else can actually see it. Some church leaders even say that the only way they will delete a comment officially gone forever is if they intend to ban this person from their page. Like, they can no longer interact with their stuff, they'll no longer see their stuff, they can't get to it to troll it, they're just gone. So they'll delete the comment, not worry about it. Otherwise, they say that they will only hide it if their decision was to get rid of the post rather than publicly respond. And there are a lot of factors that could go into this. Do you know this person? What was the comment? Is it an attack on someone or opinion? There's no one size fits all here. You need to make the decision per post. The biggest con to actually getting rid of that comment is that it doesn't look like you want to engage anything that you don't believe in. So if someone expresses their negative opinion about something that your church did or your church posted, and then you delete the comment that acknowledges their displeasure with it, it kind of tells people that you don't want to hear opinions other than your own. You don't want to have any kind of discussion or disagreement in the mix. This could tell other people watching your page that their opinions, if they ever conflict with your own opinions, will not be welcome. They'll be brushed under the rug, hidden from everyone's view, which really rubs people the wrong way a lot of the time. So they want their opinions, even if it conflicts with yours, to be welcome. And so when you hide a comment, you get rid of a comment, it tells people that that's not okay. But again, there is no one size fits all answer here. So if someone posts something that's just so bad that you don't want it anywhere near your church page, it's okay to get rid of it. There are many, many church leaders out there that will delete or hide any post, any comment that does not fit for their church, anything they don't want people to see. It's your choice. Speaking of choices, if you do choose to engage, here are some helpful tips that might make the process a little bit smoother. First of all, while you don't want to leave the comment kind of untouched for an excessive amount of time so that that person just feels unheard, it might be helpful to take a walk or cool down a little bit. I know sometimes when I read things, I'm fired up and it's not healthy for me to respond in that moment. And so know yourself, know what you need, and take a minute if you need one. Next, know sometimes the only thing that you can say is that you encourage continued conversation in another way. Maybe it's just, hey, saw this, sent you a DM, a direct message. Let's continue the conversation. Or, hey, our pastor would love to have a conversation with you about this. Can you send us an email so we can set up a time to talk more, or call us at this number? Again, depending on what the comment is, getting the conversation off the public page and into the private space where it can maybe be a little bit more healthy and not so inflamed is a great next step. As you're responding, remember who you represent. And I'm not saying like you represent God, that's a lot of pressure. Maybe to some people you do, but if you're responding as your church's page, you need to know that your church is being represented by what you say in this moment. That is a lot of pressure, too. I don't mean it to be a lot of pressure, I just mean think about what you're saying and recognize that you are responding as the church. You might literally be answering as your church's account. If it makes sense to apologize in that moment, consider it. If it doesn't, that's okay, but try to be polite nonetheless. Next up, try to personalize your response. So many people these days see an account that represents a brand, whether that's a business or a church or community organization, and they just think, robots run their social media. No, show that you are a person behind the screen. Demonstrate that you hear their concerns, even lay them out on the table in sentence form. Here, we heard what you are saying. We acknowledge your pain. Address them by name and even consider signing your own name, or if that doesn't make sense, maybe your initials or your role at the church. Anything that signifies to them that there is a human on the other end of the screen and you're listening. You are literally right there listening. Last but not least, consider thanking them. Only if it makes sense. We are not thanking people for attacking other human beings. We are not thanking people for being violent or belligerent or anything awful. But if this person is just expressing a belief that's counter to yours, or just expressing that they don't like something the way it happened or the way it's gonna happen, it's okay to thank them for their opinion. It's not easy to accept feedback that goes against what you've done or what you said or what you think, but really feedback is great. And so if they are really just giving feedback, thank them for it. Tell them you appreciate it if you actually appreciate feedback, and if you don't, please don't. But again, we're not thanking them for anything really bad because that's just awful, and thanks but no thanks. And that's it for today, friends. If this video was helpful for you, please be sure to like and subscribe below. Not only does this tell us that this content was helpful for you, but it also tells the YouTube algorithm that this content was helpful, which gets it to more people and helps us reach people with the love of Jesus online, and makes sure that you don't miss out on the biggest opportunity to share the love of Jesus yet. We brought the knowledge. Unfortunately, it sounds like you need to put some of it into action. Peace.